You've probably seen it, or maybe you're living it right now. Highly intelligent, incredibly hardworking people who put in 60 hours a week for decades, yet never seem to actually build wealth. They grind away their entire lives, only to stay completely broke. The financial educator Robert Kiyosaki tackled this exact paradox in his landmark book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He identified a distinct dividing line. The middle class dedicate their lives to working for money. The wealthy, however, figure out how to make money work for them. And the reason so many brilliant people end up on the wrong side of that line is our traditional school system. It teaches us the mechanics of labor, how to do a job, but leaves us entirely blind to the mechanics of money. We are all handed the same blueprint. You study hard, get good grades, secure a stable job, and collect a steady salary. Look at this graph. The green line, your rising salary, is immediately shadowed by the red line of expenses. Increased income is consumed by new obligations. The lines form a closed loop. You're trapped in the rat race. The exhaustion of this cycle is the mathematical reality of a system designed to keep workers dependent on their very next paycheck, regardless of how much effort they exert. Escaping this loop requires mastering one single rule that the wealthy understand. You have to know the functional difference between an asset and a liability. This flowchart breaks it down. An asset generates positive cash flow, putting money in your pocket while you sleep. A liability drains cash flow, actively pulling money out of your pocket to service debt. True wealth isn't determined by the size of your salary. It is determined by which of these two nodes you direct your income toward. This leads us to the great illusion of the middle class. People constantly purchase liabilities, like financed luxury cars or a new phone every year, while falsely believing they are acquiring assets. Even when the math is clear, the prospect of moving money out of a safe bank account triggers a deep survival instinct. This fear paralyzes everyday people, preventing them from stepping onto the bridge of investment, even when it's solid. The wealthy treat failure completely differently. They don't see financial losses as a permanent defeat. They view them simply as a necessary educational cost on the road to understanding the market. To mirror that success, you have to shift your perspective on your career. You have to stop working solely for a paycheck and start working to acquire the specific experience you need to build your own personal wealth. Ultimately, financial intelligence is measured entirely by the percentage of money you keep and multiply. Earning a massive income is entirely useless if every dollar is lost to liabilities. So, what does life look like when you exit the loop? Your ultimate career goal shifts from simply chasing the next promotion to actively building an ecosystem of income-generating assets. This visual pipeline shows the sequence the wealthy use. They funnel primary income directly into an asset's reservoir first. That reservoir begins dripping a new stream of passive income. They only purchase luxuries once that passive income covers the expense, leaving core assets untouched. Adhering strictly to the sequence breaks the rat race permanently. You successfully shift the burden of labor away from your own two hands and place it firmly onto your assets. Financial anxiety dissolves when the focus shifts from the intensity of labor to the quality of financial education. The validity of this approach is evidenced by its adoption among major financial figures who have built massive portfolios using these exact mechanics. The path to true wealth has to begin today. You need to focus on acquiring your very first asset, no matter how small or unglamorous it might seem at the start. Are you ready to build your escape plan? Tell me in the comments, what is the very first asset you intend to build? And be sure to subscribe for more strategies on building lasting wealth.